the Huntingtons. 2001 was, for me, the height of, like, going into 2001 was the height of my fandom for the Huntingtons. And that was the year that the new record called Songs in the Key of You, or as the initiated into the fandom of the Huntingtons like to call it, Sitcoy. Anyway, that record was about to come out. I was like at the height of my fandom for this band. I had a Huntingtons logo. My girlfriend at the time, she painted it on the back of my jacket. And I'd fucking walk around like, yeah, motherfucker, Huntingtons. I was such a big fan of this band. In 2001, this record was coming out, and I decided that I was going to be the street team leader of the Huntington street team for my area. So I got on Microsoft Paint, and I made what is probably the shittiest flyer that has ever been made. The fonts are all stupid. I did get the tooth and nail logo there. So I took these around to all of the local record stores. I even posted them in, like, through town on, like, on telephone poles and shit, because, you know, you have this idea that that's what punk rock is, and you're posting it up and you're gonna spread the word. They all got taken down like the next day. Even though I made this super shitty flyer, I thought, you know, it just doesn't fully describe the fucking awesomeness of this band enough. So I took it upon myself to take a brown gel marker and write there in my shitty handwriting, it says, "The greatest punk rock band since the Ramones." I don't know what. I was so in love with this band that I wanted to make sure that people knew how fucking good they were. I was doing my fucking part. Those were back in the days before the fucking internet, so you had to do sort of what you could do then. But this was like an important band for me. I found out about the Huntingtons through HM Magazine. Now that's obviously not the Huntingtons on the cover. That's Mortification. They look like a big bunch of fucking dorks. Holy shit. And it wasn't until I heard that band, the Huntingtons, like, you know, we're part of the Ramones core scene. You know, that's a thing for sure. So everything comes back to the Ramones. For me, it wasn't until I heard the Huntingtons that something in my brain clicked and said, wait a minute, so you can be influenced by a band and wear that on your sleeve, like, and put that out there and just be like, yeah, we are so influenced that we are kind of like doing our version of that. So maybe the Jasons wouldn't exist to a degree without the Huntingtons, and that's the fucking truth. The Huntingtons opened my eyes to the fact that it was alright to mimic that sound and like put your own spin on it. No joke, I used to do like daily eBay searches for Huntington's merchandise. I totally found this shirt on eBay. I waited up till like 4 a.m. because I didn't want to lose it. I didn't want to be outbid, you know? I was fucking sweating and I bid, but I would do shit like that all the time. If you want to know how big of an impact, you know, the Huntingtons had on the Jasons' music, go, you know, pick up Blood in the Streets and listen to the song Chili is a Stoner. Yeah, Mikey Huntington, I stole those vocal patterns from you. This one dude over here, I don't even know who the fuck that is, because there were so many like AJ and CJ and JJ and Ray J, and like every time a new guitar player would come in, they'd just give him some initials. I'm pretty sure there were like 2 or 3 CJ. So many, like the core kind of stayed the same, but this guy over here, it's always a question mark. There was so many different people in and out of the Huntingtons on that fucking guitar position. What sucks now is it's solid. They got Josh and they got Cliffy. Well, now's the time when it's a good time to rotate that door, because I can fucking play like 50% of that stuff. I'm waiting in line till one of those guys fucking, maybe they have an accident. Who knows? Maybe they go to summer camp and they don't come back. Jason V just fucking steps right in. Looks perfect doing it. Looks good doing it. You know what I mean? I did manage to keep this hoodie because it's the worst Huntingtons hoodie ever. Look at that. That's not what you want. Because it was like the only hoodie they had. And I looked at the back and it's like, do I want to listen to these guys or do I want to make out with them? This is like boy band shit. I mean, I would make out with the Huntingtons, but I don't want to advertise that. You know what I'm saying? If I joined the Huntingtons, I would probably be BJ Huntington, since I'm always fucking sucking the band's dick and telling them how good they are. And I'm pretty sure 3D designed this, which is cool because it's like a circle, like the one cool thing that I do have from my lifetime of Huntington's fandom is, I always did my fucking daily or weekly Huntington's eBay search, and at one point in time, this fucking popped up. The fucking Huntington's banner. I was so pumped, I couldn't believe it. And I sent her a message through PayPal, and I said, yo, can you please have Mikey or whoever you can sign that banner? But she never got my message, so it just came as is. The cool thing is, though, when the Jasons played with the Huntingtons on their comeback show, so we actually took that Huntingtons banner and used duct tape and put our own name over top of it and just hung it and used it as our own. So when they did that return show, me and 3D were up front and we were fucking singing, they're fucking, he stole my rock and roll, girl, he stole my rock and roll. I was under the mask fucking crying and singing along because I was just so fucking overcome with this fact that I loved this band for so long, and now I'm getting to see this band and I'm getting to play with this band, and they were fucking nice dudes, and I mean, it's not even a big deal. Occasionally Cliffy will send me a text or something. So I'm not bragging. I have Cliffy Huntington's phone number. I call him whenever I want. And he said right here, he said thanks. So I was just like, yo, no big deal, having a casual conversation with Cliffy Huntington. What can I say? I can call him right now. I think he must have connection problems. Hey, oh no, it's his voicemail. Just thought I'd see how you're doing. Yo, give me a call. Yo, sorry about the other night. He probably has connection problems. And then one time I asked him about my amp, and he responded, so it's no big deal, I'm not gonna say we're best friends, but I'm gonna say that I don't know of him having any bigger friends than me. When it comes to Cliffy time, hashtag, I probably have banked the most Cliffy time as anyone in the Jasons. I got that going for me, which is pretty good. But it's cool to be able to say that all these years later, after I was fucking flyering the town, spreading the word about the new Huntingtons record, that now I can say that again. There's a new Huntingtons record coming out. And you can listen to the new track, Too Old to Care, over on Spotify and all that other shit. And you can pre-order the record. I don't know what it's called because it's in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish, but it's going to be fucking good. And I just wanted to do my part as a self-appointed street team leader to get the fucking word out that my favorite Ramones core band on the whole fucking planet is putting out a new record. Questions that I always had, Number one, why was Danny Huntington's jacket so big and baggy? Number 2, when Cliffy left the band after Songs in the Key of You, was it because they made him take off his leather jacket, and when he takes off his leather jacket, he fucking turns to dust or melts or something? Number 3, does Cliffy actually like Joy Electric? And if so, why? Number 4, did they ever get into a fight about the tightness versus looseness ratio of their jeans like we did in the Jasons? Number 5, did Mikey Huntington ever drop his restraining order that he had against me? I don't know the answer to that because I'm not allowed to contact him. So if anybody knows, get a hold of me.